Probably to Warwick, actually. He's going to carry that. But he's so underleveled, he's actually only tied with the jungler in level, and that is extremely low. That the Vladimir is 11, the Ashe is 9, the Soraka is 7. That's just super harsh. It's super harsh. The dual lane is tied with the solo top, and that's the one champion you don't want to die. Like, the mid lane you normally send around to gank a little bit. You send them, you know, on a bit of a roam roll sometimes. They push their lane out, then they leave, then they come back. The Warwick up top and the Rumble up top really should not be leaving lane for quite some time until, like, their lane's mandated. It was like, oh, you know, it's time to go for a team fed objective, or, oh, you know, I'm going to go, you know, kill this guy counter warding, or I'm going to go, you know, clear this guy, you know, after I've killed the turret and I don't want to be pushing past the turret, you know. That's the times you leave that lane. And otherwise you just kind of stay up there and you farm and you farm and you farm. And that Warwick only being level 9, being half Andy's minion kills, that is super harsh for these guys. So Complexity going for another attempt here. They actually screw up the Baron tether, or the Dragon tether right there. They're going to go back for that most likely. But still, Unrestricted has not picked up a Dragon, not picked up a turret, and certainly not gotten the Baron so far. And wow, yeah, the Oracles on this cow is amazing. They're doing a great job. And the Ashe Arrow is going to land, but he's going to pop his ultimate and try to stay out of range. He's running away as fast as he can, but there's a giant slow farm. But oh wow, Rumble has shown up and they have pushed away Vladimir immediately. He walks into 4 members of Complexity, and they're just jumping into this. He has just jumped across the wall. Complexity initiating very, very hard. Absolute Zero comes off, gets a nice slow, a lot of damage out of it coming off, and that Vladimir is going to go down. They picked up 1 so far. The Soraka incredibly low. Timbers drops in, and that's going to be a kill right there on a Soraka as well. Now Olaf's pushed off to the side. He's right down to the bottom of the screen. He's going to get jumped on, and wow, he is gone immediately from Rumble. 3 kills picked up, backdooring onto the turret, and they're going to have Timbers tank that, and they're going to push onto the turret right now in a 5v2 potential, and they just don't even care. That Nu's going to take some damage. He's going to pull back. He's going to let someone else take that damage. That's going to be Alistair. He doesn't care so much, and that is another turret kill. They've now picked up, it looks like, 4 turrets on the map, 2 straight dragons, 1 Baron as well, and they're up, I think, 9 or 10-0 on champion kills. And they are just crushing this game right now. They're ahead in every possible way they can be, and they're looking like they might want to close one out pretty soon. It looks like they're positioning towards bottom a little bit. No one's really leaving. They're staying near. Ashe is able to put out some harassment damage, certainly. But, you know, they have that heal from Alistair. They have that Baron buff, giving themselves some bonus regeneration as well. And Complexity in just wonderful shape this game. And they really want to bring this to that second and final game, and it looks like they're going to be able to, actually. So they're going to move on and push towards mid, going to take another secondary turret, and they've all positioned themselves. Looks like they do have I do see all 5, sorry, I was miscounting for a second there. All 5 are in mid. Another Ashe Arrow comes in, that does hit Nunu, but that is still not the champion you want to hit. And wow, that ultimate actually getting Soraka extremely low. She's actually pushed down to about 10% health at the bottom of the map right there, and they're just going to push in right now onto this turret. They do have minions left to tank this, and they've got that down to half health, and yet there are the tanks in front. They have 3 tanky men up in the front of the map, and they've picked down that 1 turret already, and they're in just amazing shape right now. They've done great damage, and they're just getting ready to keep pushing now into this lane. They've pushed back now, actually. I take that back. They actually are not looking to push any farther. They're going to actually group back with their minion waves, and I guess they're not going to push down too aggressively. They actually want to play a little bit safely. They know Baron buff's going to end in the next 1 minute, actually 1 minute and 20 seconds. It lasts an even 5 minutes. No, it lasts 4 minutes. Take that back. It's going to end in the next 10 seconds. And they're going to just prepare themselves for a potential push through the rest of this map. And you see that Baron buff has timed out, in fact. It's a 4-minute duration, a 3-minute respawn. So in 3 minutes, that Baron will respawn. That'll be at 22-24. If the game even lasts that long, of course. Looks like they're getting ready to, even without Baron buff, they're waiting for Corki and Nunu to regroup, but actually, as it turns out, there's no one from Unrestricted ready to defend that turret, so they're going to get a 3v1 push on this turret. It looks like they might get their 6th turret kill of the game. They're going to push right onto the inhibitor turret if they can get the rest of their team shown up. And yes, there is Corki and there is Nunu, and they're ready to push on into this game. And they're looking super wonderful right now. They're going to push down. They're going to, again, send the cow around. And wow, the surrender vote, actually. 3 yes, 1 no from Unrestricted. They actually might surrender the game right at the 20-minute mark. It's 20:07, and they've popped that vote up. And we're basically waiting for their last surrender vote to come through. 4-1 will be a surrender yes. So I'm going to go ahead and wait to see if that's going to happen. And that really could be a 20-minute surrender in this game. It's certainly, they have no kills, they have no dragons, no turrets. I think they're just convincing their 5th member to say yes. Go ahead and say yes. We're screwed this game, guys. Let's go ahead and let this one go through. And, yeah, I mean, there's no action. They're just going to sit there waiting for that surrender vote. And, yep, there's a surrender vote that's going to go through. 4-1, so I'm going to click that yes button real quick, make sure that one does, in fact, go. I'll pull that one up. And yeah, 4-1 is a surrender vote, so Yeah, I'm just making sure the math is correct right there. Yeah, 4-1, 4-1 is round around live, so the yes vote goes in, and Unrestricted will lose game 1. They will move on to game 2, though. The winner of this game, of this following game, will move on to WCUSA. So stay tuned. Game 2 coming up.